Hey, it's prime. We're 3 balls in, then we 3 balls out. We all up on your screens like it's prime time sprout. Mighty gets a score, oh and PJ start to scout. Your rhymes really trash, what do you think he's damn fouls? TBI the show, so buckle down, sit back. And Jay we trust, cause he's the leader of the pack. It's prime, Jupiter.
This is TBI 3 balls in. You know who we are. It's Logan, Davo, and PJs. We are finally back together. You know, the heart grows fonder when you're separated. It's been, I don't know, like a year since I've seen you. Figuratively speaking, obviously it's been a couple months, but so much to talk about. A championship victory for Bop, and more importantly, Righty over here and getting his first chip. Congratulations, Davo.
Reunited, and it feels so good. Boys, so happy to see you guys. Like we said, it's been a long time, but just like the season, everything gets pushed off. Like, I'm pretty sure we're still missing week 17, so maybe we could still play it.
Logan, you're not going to play that game anyways, right?
No, there's no way I'll play it. No, not a chance. Although now that the season's done, I'm available. I'm free Sunday morning.
Of course you are.
Yeah, I got plenty of time.
All right, listen, I want to start off with this. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot of guests tonight that are come on in to end off our final episode of the season. But the most important thing is to take stock in the beginning of the season. That was our draft night, which was, you know, probably not the ideal, was not the planned draft. We did it here. We did it together. Online version. Obviously, our first 2 official drafts, well, the first one being Rabin Sukkah, but the other 2 drafts really being in person. It was a big party with everyone together. It didn't happen because of, obviously, the events of October the 7th. There was a feeling of not celebrating the draft, and we did it this way. And now we're ending the year. Unfortunately, I have to say that not much has changed. What makes TBI and Jubal so wonderful is that despite everything going on in the world, despite everything that's happening in our society, in the news every day, is that when you go on that chat, or you watch the show, or you listen to something mentioned on the, by Jordan, you know you're together and you're a community. And nothing more than saying we praised it all season long, but the start of sick play. Sick play is something that I think is a much needed jolt of, community that Jubal brings out of all of us. So as TBI, I think we're just trying to do the same thing. Bring community together, talk about Jubal, talk about what makes us and connects us all. Listen, we're 3 wannabe podcasters. That's the reality. But I think we do a pretty damn decent job of bringing everybody together, talking about Jubal sports week after week. And here we are in our final episode. Are you guys psyched?
Really psyched.
All right. The final episode of the season. Here we are. Let's talk about the season. And of course, we mentioned it before. Shalom Prager, who will be on this show later tonight, is officially our MVP of the season. Also, the captain quarterback of the championship, winning Bop. What a season for Bop. Undefeated. First undefeated team to go all the way. Well, first undefeated team and to go all the way and win the championship. Maybe arguably the best team of all time. I don't know what he said. Best team of all time?
Till next year.
Obviously, you say best team of all time. And I guess, until you actually play those games, it's hard to know. But yeah, right now, best team of all time. What a wonderful season we had. Davo, what's something you want to highlight for the season that you could shout out to Jubal Nation?
Well, I think Logan can agree with me here. I think this year started off, a little bit like, I don't want to say in the dumps, but it didn't start off right because, the draft night, like you said, we canceled it. We did it live on TBI. You did a great job, by the way. I don't know if we ever told you that, but you did a great job. But I think all the camaraderie that happened in all the other events, the creation of Week and the Hanukkah event, the Super Bowl barbecue, Purim, all those things, I think the guys really just banded together, even though we didn't have that draft night. You're talking about an influx of a giant rookie class that brought us the likes of Iceman and the Sheriff, who are two to highlight 2 of the
what about Mike the Mouth?
To highlight those 2 who really brought like another level to Jubal from previous rookie classes. And I think it was just a rocky season, but a great season nonetheless.
I think you said so many great things right there, right? And for me, I think what gets highlighted the most is the guys who came back from injuries, guys who came back from, unsureness if they're playing at all. And just to highlight a few people like Fight initially said he wasn't going to play and ends up being on the championship winning team. You look at a guy like, Tom has been through a few injuries. He came back, had another strong, unbelievable season, right? Like, I think 2 seasons in a row. You look at a guy like Rabin who's still making contributions, his schedule being up and down sometimes. I look at so many people, Whiskey came back, Sting came back. So many guys who just continually come back despite, season-ending injury, just despite anything that goes on. And honestly, like, I think one thing I highlighted before the season was I challenged a certain player, and I said, maybe this is your last shot at this. And I mentioned, Yaron, but to be honest with you, Yaron didn't make the playoffs, which is, I think, a surprise to a lot of people.
But we're still talking about highlights of the season, or what exactly are we?
No, but I think what I'm trying to say here is that the guy still got it, right? Like, you're watching the season, and like, guy still has a gunslinging arm. He's still a very, very good quarterback. I think he's getting a high draft pick next year. The guy's going to come back with a strong team.
Hold on a second. He's going to be a high draft pick, or he's going to have a high draft pick? He's going to have a high draft pick because he had a terrible.
He's going to pick prime.
I'm trying to say he's going to have a damn good team. Just watch out for your own next year. That's all I'm saying. For a guy who's going to come back challenged, this is the challenge for him. And he's going to get probably the better talent, despite the fact he had a bad season. It actually benefits him. So I'm looking forward to Yaron coming back next year.
Yeah, but he has to
winning his first championship.
You heard it here first. Yaron tanked this season to get good draft picks. You heard it here first from PJs. That is his hot take of the season finale.
And he's going to win the chip next year. I think Yaron comes back with the mindset of, I'm going to win. Just look out. Look out for the draft he has. Look out for the players he gets.
Did you get into Logan's
No, bartender, I'll have what he's having. That's how I see it.
But in all honesty, look at the season Mighty had. Mighty had such an unbelievable season. Could have been the MVP. He was so close. Zin, once again, like, you're talking about a sophomore season. Yeah, he didn't have the exact statistics of his rookie season. But are you kidding me? Like, the guy is unbelievable. Goldberg, and it's doing guys coming back. Goldberg came back, had another strong season. So many players, so many people you can highlight. Open, again, sophomore season, unbelievable. Kuti, once again, just racking up the sacks game after game. And just unbelievable play right there. Listen, we miss guys like Munch and Singer. I think it's important to notice those two vets not being around. But Jubal just picks up, right? Even though despite losing 2 unbelievable players, you find new players, you find new talent, and Jubal just keep going. We're the engine that keeps on going. So,
is it safe to say that Prager is the best player in Jubal?
He won the MVP.
It's not. It's just so clearly obvious he's the best player in Jubal. So
yeah, but MVP is like a quarterback's award.
So I would argue that's because it, right? Like, he's clearly the best quarterback,
defensive player.
He's the best quarterback. He's the best defensive player. Let's not do that.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay, that's why I'm saying. Like, if you had a choice between Prager and Zinn, I don't think it's a slam dunk that you're taking Prager. I'm not saying that it's a knock against either of them, but the reality is that, like,
listen,
I don't think it's 100%. I also don't think it's 100% that you'd be taking D lineman potentially. I'm just saying, like, if you were a conversation to be had, he's definitely the best quarterback we have.
If you were a coach, right, and every player is available in the draft, would you not take Prager first?
So again, because of his quarterback play, the answer is yes. But if you take the quarterback play out of it, I think it's a very interesting conversation. I'm not saying the answer is no, but I'm not saying that the answer is 100% slam dunk. Yes.
Listen. Could argue the 3 best safeties in Jubal are, in no particular order, Praised and Mighty. Right, like, those are the 3 best safeties.
They're also the only guys who play safety.
No, those only guys play safety well.
That's fair,
right?
Other people try.
We definitely play well, but anyway, but yeah. No, but I agree with you. Those top 3 safeties. I agree with you.
Ray, to me, is a guy you want on your team. You would love to be on his team, and to me, that makes you the best player. So, okay, I want to move on. I want to publicly apologize to somebody, and this was never done on purpose. This person made a tremendous contributions to TBI last year, just tremendous contributions in general. He also started a little bit of a gag joke against me in the Suck It PJs Nation. I want to publicly apologize to Big E. We loved Hug of the Week. And
not as much as we loved Praymakers, but we loved Hug of the Week.
So we still love Hug of the Week.
So we like to bring on the man who created Big E's Hug of the Week, and to present Big E's Hug of the Season, It's none other than the man we call E, Wall E, Big E. He's the most important hug to be given out to anybody. Big E Walls, come on to TBI. Bring your hugs to Davo.
Hi guys. Hi TBI.
Hello.
Big E. Welcome, my brother.
Stuck at BJ's.
Big E.
You canceled me.
We didn't cancel you. We brought you back. You got canceled and you got brought back, unlike a lot of other people. But here's the deal. Do you have someone to be given the Big E's hug of the season?
I really, I've thought about it. I've had all season to think about it. I think the hug of season has to go to myself
Aww.
Yes.
because of how much you screwed me over this year in TBI.
He's not the only one who screwed you this season.
Really? He's not. But he's the only one that I'm going to acknowledge.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh, 1 second. Can we just get those straight? We are a three-headed monster. We are a collaborative team. Can we just say that
It was all PJs.
it was all all right.
I've heard from reliable sources that you were
Da-da-da.
damn it, Florida. That you were the impetus behind reliable sources have told me that. Dave
Reliable
Logan.
sources.
Okay, journalistic integrity. We're not going to make you reveal your sources, but
I think he just did.
anywho, why don't we even take a step back? So I do love the idea of the hug of the season. I do love the fact that you're doing a little self-love there. But let's take a step back.
self-love.
I love self-love. But let's reminisce as to like where the hug of the week even started. Like I don't even remember the moment where hug of the week became a thing. So do you remember what happened there or how that came about?
So I really love the first season. I thought you guys did great on the first season. It was a little raw. It was
raw.
It was not so,
It's not the professional setup we have.
it's not
And not Monday Night Raw.
yeah, and not Monday Night Raw.
Not a
I
really
mean,
soft.
We were not a slobber knocker.
we did not hear a damn thing that Davo said all the first season.
In fairness, we barely heard of the second season.
That's true. That's true. I think he was trying out new things in the second season, in the closet a lot. I think it was you guys were on episode 3 or 4, and I said, "Listen, I got a bit for TBI season. I want to do the hug of the week. I said it to PJs. I want to pitch you on this idea." Stupidest thing ever. Like, why are we doing a hug of the week? Because he likes to hug people.
I like that. That's
Yeah.
a good reason.
And so we went on. It happened to be that the first time I did it, I came on to the Zoom recording because you guys were all in different places do it on the Zoom. And that night happened to be an election in Great Neck, and I did it from the election.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
I was in my car. That was I was in my car because we.
You had the Wi-Fi in your house went out.
the
That I remember.
Not my house is all over Woodmere.
Right.
Mine
And
was fine.
Davo got the first ever hug of the week.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. Davo just almost walked off the field. Like, I went back and looked at it today. Logan called me a teabagging son of a bitch.
I did. We played the footage.
It was fantastic. It was the first hug of the week. And then I got better with it, and I really enjoyed it last year. We had a lot of fun with it
I think
last
the best
year.
one was never aired.
I think the best one was never aired. Yeah.
Until now.
That one was also pretty raw.
Yes, it was.
Nothing like shirtless E.
No. Okay. Moving right along.
But and then look, like hug of the week turned into kiss of the week, turned into Praymaker, turned into an episode.
Expose yourself.
Expose yourself, which also never took off, which is odd because you'd think it would take off. But
Ironically enough, I think MK is the only one to actually expose himself. So
agreed. He was. No, true story.
like
He literally is the only one who sent it. Like we literally asked for stuff. Anyway, so that's how we started, and now we're here. What do you think next season has in store for us?
I think that, look, this season was amazing. The rookies were, you talked about this before, the rookies were phenomenal. I think that one guy you left out of the whole conversation was Spira.
Yeah.
Like Spirit
Is he a
coming
rookie,
back.
though?
No,
No, but he's
But it just means like a player who really came out of nowhere.
he came back, came out of nowhere. He's 47 years old. Like, who would have seen that coming from the level of play that he showed everybody this year? I was very impressed by Spira, especially because I'm the same age as him, and he was just really outplaying me.
I'm playing people half his age.
Yeah, 100%. The other guy that you didn't mention that I loved playing against and loved listening to, Daxi. Yeah, he I thought he was a great addition this year. I thought this year was phenomenal. I think next year is going to be interesting because having 6 teams really changed the way that leagues looked, and I think that Prey really capitalized on how to do that better than the other captains did.
I think Prey just ignored all the scouting reports and just drafted based on, hey, if you could show up one game in the season, we'll make it work.
Right.
And he ended up getting 5 games or 6 games out of everybody. So
yeah, I mean, to get Ernie as much as he did this year was
Ernie.
let's not go there.
Ernie's Dax in the third. It's Fugazi.
Yeah.
Definitely a contributor, but
People could have drafted him.
Once again, Prey
Anyway.
didn't listen to the scouting reports.
right.
All right, Biggie. Such a pleasure having you on, man. And yes, Big E's Hug of the Week will make appearances next year, guaranteed.
There it is.
Guaranteed.
You heard it. You heard it. He's not
Guaranteed.
He's now lying now before the season next year. But I better hit him up on it.
We did
I'm scared we make Shuba to make sure that this is a neder. And remind him of this because that's the only way that he sticks with it.
We did give you a solo episode.
That's true.
I did have a solo episode this year. Yes.
Solo didn't even get a solo episode.
No,
that's true.
No,
All right, bro. Thanks
All
so
right.
much for being here. Hug it out.
guys.
Oh, look at that.
Love you, bro. Thanks for being here.
And Logan's on top of another guest.
All right, guys. I know what a fun party that is, but it's time to bring in more to the party. It's the MVP,
Not Snow.
the league championship captain, quarterback of the 2-time champion Bop, none other than Ray.
There he is.
Ray Makers himself. Ray is in the house.
By the way,
in person.
no joke.
Wow.
I've never been on the couch.
He's
Never been on the couch.
They
Never been on the
guest
couch.
every season. Well,
Never
have to
been
be
on the
local now.
Yeah.
By the way, you take Prey's face and my haircut, and we have Luka Doncic sitting right here on the couch.
Oh, good call.
Should we do like a face?
It's like just,
If only we had if only there
Is
was
this your wager? Was that the goal?
what's going on, man? It's good to have you finally
Good.
here.
Yeah.
No, listen. The argument could be made that you could have been really a 3-time champion. We won't go back.
We won't go back,
We won't go back there. But 2-time champ, only 2-time champ, quarterback captain, right? Let me ask you a question, honest question. What was more sweet, undefeated with this team or the underdog first Bop team?
But the Tom Brady line is my favorite championship is the next one.
Yeah.
So we'll go with that. But it's really hard to say. I mean, obviously going in as the underdogs in that first season was an incredible feeling, and like no one expected us to do it.
Were you really the underdog?
We really were.
Against your own?
In year one?
Year one.
Oh, 100%.
Absolutely. Nobody thought
193? Think about how many guys they had.
Lovable, likable Bob. That was what we were.
Yeah.
I think Jordan called us the Mets.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. But so going into those 2 games, obviously we went on an incredible run during those 2 games, beating Assman and beating Yaron.
Same day.
Same day, yes. You've been saving us from getting kicked off Lawrence High School.
That's exactly right.
So that was can never take that away. That was awesome. But obviously there is something to being 8-0, being dominant, being the best team in Jew ball history, right? And just
Until next season.
we'll be the best team again in Jew ball. Yeah, 2.0. But no, it's a tough comparison. And yeah, I don't really have to choose. So best championship is the next one.
Prey, this season we had a bunch of firsts, right? So first time we had 6 teams. First time we did a snake draft. First time we had an undefeated champion, right? Season. First time we had a 2-time quarterback / captain champion, and first time we had a 2-time MVP. If you were going to rank 2-time MVP, 2-time champion, and undefeated champion, top 3, how would you rank those 3?
Undefeated, 2-time MVP. I gotta go with that.
MVP the same.
Of course, no, 2-time champion and then 2-time
champion.
MVP. Of course, he was going to put himself last, but that's
Typical
a classic prey.
But
Prince Charming. That's what we expected.
yeah,
No, that's the right answer, but like
no, the
undefeated season is special.
undefeated season special. That's the thing. That's the thing.
That's the Patriots, right? Like
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. And now, after, we're the 72 Dolphins now. After there's no more undefeated league teams.
Right.
We go out and party every
Yeah,
single year from now on.
Doma every time.
Let's run up that tab.
We're gonna be like 60.
Just keep going out. DK will still be like 24.
Right.
But no, you got to go with that because, again, obviously MVP feels good. It feels nice to get recognized, everything like that. But there was a certain, like, I guess, anger, revenge, whatever, after losing championship last year. And then obviously the year before that, what happened in the playoff games and everything like that. So it was 2 years of frustrating leagues, not necessarily bad leagues because the leagues were fun and everything like that. But it was frustrating the way it ended. So to then go out and be able to have a season like that, like we just did, I mean, that's, you can't trade that in.
Gotcha.
Now, you had a little bit of a rematch with Zin in the championship. A year ago, his team, I don't want to say destroyed your team. It was a pretty close game. And this year, the challenge was pretty
close
close.
for about 45 minutes.
Yeah, it was pretty close.
Yeah.
Were we at the same game?
I know. I was at that game.
Yeah,
Guys, it was pretty close.
I mean, I was freezing my ass.
It was
cold.
It was very close game, but then this year, obviously, you bested Zin. Is this a new rivalry, Prey versus Zin, or is it more of like whoever it's a quarterback you're going against, not the receiver?
So me versus Zin might be a worse rivalry than Ivry versus Zin. We're on par with which one could be the worst. But no, there was definitely. I know Zin was, he was talking a little trash in the chat before the championship game, trying to roll tides better, all this stuff, trying to sort of distract us maybe from the goal at hand. But there's no rivalry. Zin's a great dude. I will say that there was definitely a revenge factor. That goes without saying. I guess who were the guys from last year? Just me. I guess me, Prime, and Tabak. It was probably the only 3.
Right.
But me and Prime probably have 5 hours worth of voice notes going back and forth from each other, just being
like 3.
There's 3 voice notes total. Yeah, each one totaling like an hour and a half. It's going back and forth from each other, just being like, yeah, we're getting this revenge. We need this revenge game. This is how we're putting an end to it. Rook also part of that revenge. He was on Roll Tide team as well.
Not as a quarterback, but yeah.
No, not as well. Yeah, but not either. But oh, you're saying because he was I missed that.
You got that? Yeah. You're fast, but you're not that fast.
Yeah.
Not as fast as it used to be.
Exactly. It's been a couple of weeks.
None of us are.
You know what I mean?
None.
But yeah, more revenge, I think, than rivalry. I think that was the goal. The goal going towards that game.
All right, Dave, I'll talk to your quarterback.
Obviously, Prey, I love you. Obviously, I was very vocal for you past years that you should have been the already 2-time MVP.
I heard you guys were saying a bunch of bad stuff about me before you guys.
Davo, I'll ask it for you. Why didn't you pick him last year?
I did.
Okay, and
So
just saying.
yeah. Wait. What?
But
Why did I pick him this?
No.
I
We
pick
know
him
why you picked him this year. We know who he is.
last year.
He is him.
When I sent the draft card in, Jordan screwed it up.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But no, let's get to the real question, right? Obviously, we won. We celebrated at Doma.
Yeah.
Thanks to everyone who came out. It was a great time. The real question is the year before you lost, and you guys celebrated at Kutti's house.
Yes.
Which is the better meal?
Which is the better meal?
Doma versus
Doma
Cookie.
versus Cookie. This is going to be okay. Doma's for champions. That goes without saying.
Then Kutti's for losing.
I think it's for second place.
Oh boy!
Oh, geez. Cookies meal hands down, without a question. Doma was a lot of fun last night. Not taking it, it was an awesome time with everybody that came. I think it was our whole team basically.
So what you're saying is you prefer Cookie's meat in your mouth
100%. I will put cookies meat in my mouth all day, every day over donuts.
Yeah. Every day that ends in Y, I've got cookies
Exactly.
meat in my
So I
mouth.
give advice to the next.
Also, just more fun. It was more fun vibe at Cookie. You know.
So
Well,
the next champion, you should go to Kuti instead of going to Doma.
yeah, Cookie should start rolling this out there.
I'm just saying.
Championships by Cook.
Like even if you don't draft him, you should still
Yes,
get
It's
the deal there.
100%.
You know, the ironic part is Beast is going to finally win a championship.
I think
I just be pissed off. Like, I thought it was finally getting Doma. Right. Congratulations, man.
Thank you guys. This has been awesome. We got one more special guest though.
Oh.
he's not going to answer.
He's gonna
He's
answer.
gonna answer.
He doesn't answer.
We'll cut it out if he does.
Oh, beautiful. Let's see. Is he on the couch? Let's see.
Come on, you better answer.
Can you turn it the other way?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. By the way, for the record, what do you have him in as on your phone?
Probably.
That's what
No. Oh, that would have been so clutch.
You know what this is? This is Kevin Hart trying to pull the rock on Jimmy Fallon.
And just not picking up.
By the way,
Oh, Gable, try calling.
One second.
Try FaceTime.
not Kevin Hart, definitely not Jimmy
I
Fallon.
did text him.
And he might be the Rock, but
All right. It was worth a shot.
Like if he's not gonna answer praise, definitely not.
Just try it. Just try it.
Well, by the way, if you answer.
why don't we'll try him later? Give him a minute. Maybe he's on the shitter.
So
That's the reason why he should be FaceTiming.
That is true. 100%.
If he's not FaceTiming you on the crapper, though.
I don't think we've sent voice notes to each
How
other.
does your because you're non-iPhone.
Oh yeah.
No, but like I was wondering why the ringing was different. I was like,
yeah, so that's why.
I say green bubble, dude.
You know why it's a green bubble.
honestly, I hate iPhone, but
Oh.
An iPhone hates you.
but I have iPhone because everyone else insists on it. All right.
Don't be like that.
Anyway.
All right, Bray. Thanks
Good
for
stuff,
being
guys.
on.
Good
MVP.
Awesome, man.
Guys, awesome guest so far, but the magic is still coming on its way. Before we get there, though, I think it's time for us.
An OnlyFans thing, like
to-
the magic is coming soon.
I think it's time for us to shout out some appreciation. When I made that little video that we put out on our 3 years, and I think there's somebody who's behind the scenes been so much a part of TBI. And we mentioned him at the end of the seasons. We mentioned him throughout the seasons. He's been a guest on every show. But there's something
He's also
about
had a hand in every show.
correct, and that is the Wizard. Thank you, Wizard, not only for your contributions in the chat with your stickers, with your memes, with your just your magical creations that you do, photoshopping, the things that you do to make Jubal so much better. The jerseys, the shirts, like there's so much that Wizard's got his magical paws on that. I don't think we have enough thank you to say, but I guess the best way we could say thank you is to bring the Wizard on, have him on again for our final episode of the season. Steve Wizard.
There it is.
All right, Wizard in the hats and rocking the Ranger jersey. Davo, start us off. What do you want to say to the Wizard?
Well, Steve-O, obviously we always appreciate everything you do for Jubal, in Jubal, outside of Jubal. But I think a very low-key contribution that you are trying to do, and I think it's a fantastic idea, and it should happen one day, is wiffle ball. Please tell us a little bit about this wiffle ball. What's your idea for it? How can we get it going, and how can we get started? Because I think this off-season is killing people, and I think we need something to get us moving again.
Yeah, so it's a two-step approach. The first step is play Ultimate because that is so much better, and that's necessary. You gotta be running because wiffle ball is not really that much running. But step 2 for wiffle ball to work, someone else has to set it up. Someone much cooler than myself. You don't have to be as cool as Jay. I know Prey put something out there and immediately he got ins. The weather said out, but I think it is possible. I don't know the softball schedule. I'll never understand the softball schedule.
Neither will our.
You could be playing football during that time. It shouldn't be a softball schedule, but at least we should be playing wiffle ball, little yellow bat. You could even do the blitz ball bat. I know we have a couple fans of blitz ball. I think it's a green bat. Anyone know that one? No, but we could do that.
We could do that.
We could do that.
Tell us a little bit more about Ultimate. I know obviously you were the creator, not the creator of Ultimate, but the creator of the Ultimate group chat. How
Davo, you created the Jew Ball group chat.
I think Jordan
Wizard created the Ultimate group chat. You guys are just like a bunch of
magicians.
Yeah, our family chat's called Only Chats. But
Spirit's still trying to get in.
so the origin of Ultimate comes from PCU back in the day. Jordan wanted to play Ultimate. I think he even brought a B to a game one or two times. We tossed it around. And that one, I'm like, yo, let's just play Ultimate. And we got an epic game. Bunch of Jew bowlers at Lawrence High. We started the chat, and then we didn't get another game the entire season. Next year, kind of picked up a bit, and then over the years, it's pretty solid. The group of guys, it's not a Jew ball group. It's not our Jew ball people. It's not a Jew ball family, but it is a solid crew, and it's definitely fun to play. Definitely fun to get out there. You don't have to be an expert frisbee player to play well. If you could catch, then you can play. And if you can't catch, you shouldn't be playing Jew ball.
That's fair.
All right, figure it out for next season. Catching's important in that game.
Steve, you do a lot for us. You like everything we do, power rankings, tier talks, all of the artwork on the site. Like the list goes on and on. I want to kind of hone in a little bit on tier talk there. Has there been any tier talks where you look at some of our answers and you're like, what are these guys smoking? I want some.
So first of all, yes, I do want some. Next question. No, what happens is Davo sends me the choices without the names, and I just look at them and go,
really?
That is such a PJ's. And I'm like, wait a second. PJ's wouldn't write that. And then but he would write that. And then I go back and forth. I don't always get it all right. Easier way of saying I do make mistakes, and David will correct me, but it is a fun game for me to try to figure out who's who when no one else has that game. So I do get some surprises as the Wizard.
I didn't even realize that went on. Yeah. That's a little kind of behind the scenes little action for us as well. That's a fun little nugget.
I definitely psychoanalyze you guys because I have to figure out who wrote it, not because it's like, oh, why would he say that? It's like, who would say that and why would they say it? Which I don't know if this is true, but was Snow the first guy you asked the questions, like maybe sandwiches or cereals or something too?
Something like
I think that sounds right.
Yeah, he's been psychoanalyzing that ever since. He made a major breakthrough. He came back to Jubal. It was great. But yeah, no, so I see that. And sometimes it's like you guys are just wrong, or like you forgot someone. So I'm like, oh, you know what? That was pretty good. I should have thought of that one. I might need to change my answer.
Have you ever changed any of our answers?
Only once. It was Ernie's, so that doesn't even count. But no, I never changed too many of them on one page because it'll be noticeable. Sometimes it's just like you hide it in the font or something like that. You gotta hide good. Some things there. No one has ever found it in JV Trust in any of the tier talks, which I'm a little surprised about. I don't think people think about that one.
Are there?
I'm not gonna say. That's for your own to figure out.
Well, that there goes your own night.
Talk about this season. Obviously, your brother-in-law comes into Jubal officially.
El Cuñado
takes the league by storm, wins a championship with Baby Bro. What does that mean to you? Having your brother-in-law and your brother both win a chip, and joining you, obviously, you're also a champion winner.
So I just think that it took us too long to get him in the game, but he definitely put us all on notice to step up for next year, especially Prime. Come on, dude, he's got your spot. Yeah, no, he's unbelievable. He came in unbelievable. So like we never saw any growth. So we don't even know what could be next year. It could be even crazier. He's hitting that gym. He'll just destroy us. And hopefully we get more snow next year. Then
more snow means more violence.
We know when you're gonna get iced. You know, it's gonna be great from him. I'd also like to say another member on that team that you didn't mention, but Prey mentioned. So right now I'm becoming slowly one of the older guys with the new rookie class. Although we get some older rookies here and there. Definitely not top tier old dude, but I'm getting there. I'm in the senior class, and at this point, I'm just trying to play my best game whenever I get out there. And there's always that step you could do better. But I gotta say, from the younger guys, DK is a machine. I think we should all strive to beat him next season with our own selves. This dude does not stop until the play is actually dead. He will continue. He'll be on the line chasing the quarterback, and then he'll make the 1 yard line touchdown save. he is the guy that just keeps on moving. And I think we all need to do that because we all get stuck on let's stop and stare at this play for a second, figure it out. Or maybe I can move it. We all have to keep on moving. And I think that's why he's just such a beast. He does not give up and he just keeps. And Tuesday nights, wow, that dude plays even more fire. So I think that's what we all got to strive to do. There are amazing talents, like we've mentioned 1.5 billion times, and they're just phenomenal players. But that drive, that's what we all should get. Because even if you're not that top tier talent, you could still be that top tier drive. There's nothing holding you back beside yourself on that one.
What's one thing you'd like to see differently next season?
The less leagues? No, maybe. I don't know. Could be.
I'm with you on that one.
Next season, I think we just need to vibe more. I think there's a lot of arguments where they could be just, hey, let it go. Another good thing about Ultimate, we just let things go. People say the passion of leagues, the passion of this. It's we got to just be, we got to be a little more chill in general. It's okay to not win the call. I mean, it happens. You could be frustrated about it, but we got to be able to move on. That's not a ref thing. That's not a call thing. It's just like, come on, we're adults. I hope like it didn't go your way. Just move on. And we could do it after a game. We move on. We never. I don't think we hold grudges.
I don't think we ever move on. But during the game, we should move
well,
on.
like we got to just keep playing. Sometimes it kills momentum. It kills like your mood. It just, I don't know. You gotta move on. That's the big thing because I think we all like each other. That's not a problem, and we all have respect for each other. But we have to have that respect at the time, even if it's a bad call. It is tough. I argue too. I'm not exempt from what I'm saying, but I think we all got to do it, and we can make less calls. That'll definitely make it easier. Just get hit, keep moving, and just let the guy know, hey, chill next time. But you don't have to make a call. I think that'll be next season's savior.
Sir, always an honor, always a pleasure.
No choppers, sons.
No open jobbers, man. I'm sorry. Next time.
If I come in second place, second guess next season, I want to get a clipboard. that'll be good. Arrange.
The common theme of this episode, we brought a lot of guests on that have been with us throughout the years. There's another guest I like to bring on as our final guest of our final episode of the season. Someone who a year ago brought in something like giving a gift after someone's wife has a baby. And you would think that, he got his Jew Ball Man of the Year award. He did it for a year. You think it would stop, right? And it only continued. And how many people, Baruch Hashem, have babies this year and got a very special gift from the Jew Ball family led by Big O. And so it's our honor and our pleasure. Although he didn't win Jew Ball Man of the Year this year, it went to his cousin. But it's still
Big O.
Much to his chagrin.
But there's something special to have Big O here because Big O is the big heart that keeps on giving. Big O, come on to TBI, please. All right, let's start like this, Big O. You ready? I'm gonna hit you with a hot take question right here. All right. How pissed are you that you're the only one sitting on this couch without a championship right now?
Wow. Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm trying to get the anger out of Big O.
That was whoa.
I have the most losses out of everybody on the couch.
That was so uncalled for.
Look, he doesn't even play.
Yeah. and I have a championship.
That's my point.
We were on S-Men. We should have had a championship.
It's a great team.
That was a great team. It was me, Logan, Robin,
That was it.
Jordan,
We
Singer,
had Singer, Munch. We had Storm.
COVID
Yeah.
happened, and
COVID
Singer couldn't
Singer.
play.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure you lost to Bob in a no-name little
Or nothing.
Yeah, little
I'm pretty
guy.
sure no-
Okay, first of all,
No, we played.
Yeah,
We were all there.
Logan-
I played that game.
Yeah, he did.
we played, but like
Got him down.
that
It
was
was
like
the
the birth,
Robin ankle solo fiasco.
that was also the birth of legs like killing people, like by accident, running into people and like literally just killing you on the line. And he didn't even do it on purpose. Now he does it on purpose because he wants to kill you. But like there was just running, and any body part that was like unexposed was a target for him. So I walked away very injured from that game. Yeah, we should have won.
But with all seriousness, though, how motivated are you to try to get yourself into position to winning a championship next year?
Listen, I always want to win. I always come attitude. I want to win. It's tough. I'm not gonna lie. The guys are getting, from the line perspective, the guys are getting tougher. stronger, faster, and I'm definitely not talking about myself because I'm the other side of that coin. Everybody's younger, everybody's fast. DK, Daxi, I mean, Solo is not the younger guy anymore, but these guys are crazy. I don't even compete. Right? It's like I don't know. We're bringing in more and more.
I mean, it's good. It's good for Jew ball. It's bad for the individual who's aging, like myself.
It's great.
But it's great for Jew ball.
Competition is definitely getting fierce.
Definitely.
Even you're a firecracker going after quarterbacks.
I get
You're not wrong about that.
definitely a fun.
You just like
I don't want to hear anybody.
nobody.
We played the clip of you killing Perla right
I know, over and over again. I'm trying to forget about that.
So is Perla.
I thought you would have forgotten about it.
Oh, just called not remembering.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Big O.
Can't create new memories. He remembers long term stuff.
Big O, obviously, we said we would have you on. You were the official winner of TBI Bingo.
Yeah, he sent me his card.
We're not sure if you cheated or not.
No, he didn't.
Why are you accusing the guests of cheating?
I thought you were not.
Can we just
Wow, we are crushing this guest. First we accuse him of cheating. Well, first we say he's got no championship. Then we accuse him of cheating.
can we just
Who else wants to come on the show? It'll be a great experience.
I didn't get growth.
You will get growth.
Everybody else got love.
So what you want on what you want?
We're not reminding him that Jordan forgot like 10 times.
That's true. So what you won on was host referring to a player's past injury. I'm sure we talked about Ernie. Host saying sack more important than pick. That I'm sure we talked about. Host suggesting to subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Davo. Trade suggested. Thank you, Davo. And all three hosts agree on a topic. What do we agree on? The Zin going 1 overall?
Yeah.
Probably was right. Although Davo was but yeah, that's probably right. But either way.
Basically, what I'm trying to understand is that you had insider trading with me.
I don't know. I'm curious if I'm the only one who played, first of all.
Doesn't matter. You won.
I don't know if there were more than one card because, or maybe there was.
It's a wizard.
There were three different cards apparently, but okay. So there should have been more the same answers.
No,
but
3 different cards could have been different orders, like
Right.
different things, but in different orders.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so as I was playing, I was like, I'm playing because it's fun, and I'm for sure gonna get some of these answers right. And then I was like, nobody else is probably playing, but a win's a win.
I
did win.
I agree. A win is a win.
You said I don't have any wins.
He's the bingo champion.
So it's not surprising that the Big O is the one who thinks about giving a gift after a woman gives birth, because quite frankly, the order is a little reversed there, but still it makes perfect sense. But where did the idea of the whole, kind of giving the gift to the wives come from? Where did that stem from?
So I have 3 kids and I love them, but they're 3 kids and yeah. So when PJ's had 2 at one shot, I was like, that guy, we need to do
Like that poor son of a bitch.
do something. It was 2 babies, Erev Yontif. I'm like, oh my God, this guy is like, we need to do something for him, for his wife. And that's where the idea was born and just it started with PJ's. So couple of guys came over to me and was like, you just missed me, I didn't care. Stats.
Oh, those guys. By the way, I was about to say, wow. Guys, but stats, huh?
Yeah, no, but I really felt bad for PJ. I was like, twins.
Twins, Basil.
Twins.
Good on you for not telling anyone that you're having twins also. You're just like, oh, I had twins.
Good point, by the way.
And he left during the draft. He was like, oh, I gotta go.
By the way,
I didn't leave.
By the way,
He left the pregnancy. He left the birth.
No,
I actually just recently told my wife the truth.
Exactly.
I was like, just letting you know, when I went home to check on the kids, I actually went to stop by.
Just so you know, I didn't need to.
She's like, I know, I was watching.
Thank God she did not give birth that night, because that would have been really bad. If I missed the birth, that would have been awful.
You would have been on team bench, and you would have been on the
team couch.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's true.
Big O, thinking of the future, you mentioned before how the youth movement is incredible, and the youth movement is exactly what we want in Jubal. anything you'd like to see a little bit different next season? Something you want to see that not necessarily an improvement, but something you want to see added, whether it's to this show, whether it's to the game, something you're interested in. And I'm putting you on the spot here.
Yeah, no,
understandably.
I always have ideas. Of course, now I have no ideas, but I do enjoy leagues. I want it to be more compacted. I don't like that it's so spread. I feel like it just kind of hurts Jubal because it's here, it's there. Especially this year was like really rough. But in my idea, one of the ideas that I had was like have a couple of games, have a draft, have a couple of league games, end the league, and then go into the final end of the season.
Like NBA mid-season
I was just supposed to say the
tournament.
NBA play-in tournament. Yeah, like that's a similar idea.
Something it just that way you get the captains, everybody gets a little feel for each other, and you kind of get a little chemistry, and then you develop the game, and everybody plays, and then we go back to Jubal, where Jubal is amazing, and we end off on a high with our Vetsrooks. Like Vetsrooks kind of was nothing this year. Like it wasn't nothing, but it didn't have the same fire.
It ended in a tie last
no, but I'm
year.
saying it didn't have the fire, the build up. Now we're it's 4 teams as opposed to 2 teams, but like it's a tournament.
Yeah.
But it was just an idea that I was having. Like I wanted to every other week ended up being a league week or so guys who couldn't play one week and then wanted to play the next week, it was a league week. Like for you, for instance, like you were games you couldn't play because it was a league and you were not on a team. Like I was thinking about that. I was like, it just the way it was broken down. So
yeah, that's why I didn't play.
Yeah, I think it's a fantastic idea. I wish I would have said something like that like 3 years ago, that league should have been played at one time.
All right, I think we can all agree league should be canceled. So that is exactly what we're saying.
Well, we don't have any quarterbacks, so it might get canceled.
We have quarterbacks. Yeah, Prey will play for both teams. This way his defense won't matter.
Well, he's always in both, so
Yeah,
he catches the ball for both teams. Oh,
Yeah.
he throws the ball for one team.
it's fair.
I built a window. I bought like a window and I had the yellow sweater inside. And it was like
that's good.
it was a break me in case of emergency. So it was a play on the jumping out the
Why
window.
don't I even remember that? I don't even remember that gift.
Well, in fairness, I didn't remember it.
I was
needed
pretty
some help from the
drunk
crowd.
and pretty
drunk.
that night. Yoni had me. I
Yoni.
remember that. Yonio. Iceman. Anyway.
Thank all of our guests who were on this season. We didn't have a lot, but we ended off with a lot. Thank you so much for being on. To Prey, the MVP, to Big E, the big hug of the week, to Lizard, who just makes the magic happen, and to Big O, that helps bring out the gift when magic does happen. Thank you, all of you, for being here. Thank you, all of our guests, and thank you for coming on and watching TBI. Listen, guys, as we all know, next year is Jay's last season as the commissioner, which is a big deal, right?
Yeah, it's the end of Jubal.
Next season's Jay's last year. We're going to make it even a more wonderful season.
We won't have TBI.
TBI is going to come back, maybe a little bit different next year. We don't know. We're trying to plan some new things, but we're sorry the final episode took a while to get here, but it finally did happen. Davo, what are we?
We are liking, sharing, and subscribing. Don't forget, guys, even though TBI took so long, we still have to do it as well. Football does live. We have Tuesday night playoffs and championships. We have 2 Google
We're coming
two
for all
Google
time.
teams in there. Can Oren win a championship? We will find out soon. And guys, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 balls in.
And we are now, all of us are out. Have a great summer.
The couch.
Go.
By the way, that would be a great way to end TBI for good. The count breaks like, we can't do it anymore. Logan's hand is on. This is not my first rodeo here. A little lower.
I said,
It's not the end of Jubal. It's just that Prey's going to take over as the interim commissioner until Zimpon. It's the interim commissioner, kind of like the Office when Michael Scott leaves.
Like, pray, how did
So
you
he's
get
gonna be-
9 games this season?
He's going to be Will Ferrell. He's going to be Will Ferrell's character for a little bit. Eventually goes to Andy Bernard, which is Sin. So there we go.
Sin is
You just bypassing your own.
Well, Will Ferrell. No, you can't be Will Ferrell. No, you can't be.
That's rough.
Because he played a terrible role.
Asian Jim is my favorite character.
Asian Jim. No, you don't believe David Spader?
I'm
No.
Spader.
David Spader. What was his name?
Robert California. Yeah, Robert California.
right.
He's
That's right.
just creepy.
Craig Robinson was
We
next one.
lost Biggie. All right, let's go. Come on, let's wrap it up. Oh no.
This is a talk show, right?
Yeah, no, this is good stuff, man. So
Okay, ready? So Steve, obviously we want to thank you for everything you do. From the bottom of our hearts to the tip of our balls. Wait, that doesn't work. But like I was gonna say,
are you shaped like a football?
I said it doesn't work. All right, let's try it again. What's this
All shaped like a that is such a weird analogy.
It's a real condition.
The tip of our ball.
What do they
Not
call
usually
it?
both of them, just
What
one.
do they call it? Footballian? I don't get it.
It's you don't want to know. That's a cyst thing. It's
Oh,
You should definitely get that checked out. Anyway, let's go back.
go to a bin for all of your needs.
The wrong.
All of your
Or
needs.
the right end.
Doesn't even have to be human needs.
All right. Let's go. Let's go. Bring it back. Where were we, Dave? Where were we, Dave?
Isn't it like the old Batman sound?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
live, right?
But this is live. No, I mean,
sometimes
It's not a live stream, right?
no. I mean,
No, that's
we're still gonna cut
If
it.
this was live streaming, it would be 5 times better.
No, it wouldn't be better. It would just be more professional.
It would definitely be more live.
All right, David, what do we got?
We probably have the same amount of viewers.
3. No, 5. But anyway,
For those watching SmackDown, like
We're not they already watch our viewer counts going down. They're not watching it again.
here they are. Everyone wants to see how they looked on TV.
You gotta edit it.
Let's go. Come on.
Okay, Pete, just start us off again.
Wizard,
Don't go to me.
it's an honor having you here.
Don't go to me.
honor to be here.
All right.
Oh, so wait, you can go to me. I lied. I'm ready.
Yeah, I was like, you prepped for this.
Yeah. Bro, my brain's not working. Okay, let's try this again.
I mean, that's why I went to him.
I know. I'm with you.
Yeah.
We actually talked about it before
My
this-
bad. Okay, let's go. The one thing we talked
I
about.
know the one thing we talked about.
All right.
You want me to do this? I got you.
Sometimes, yes.
Go.
Do you want to read the sheet?
Just go. Just go.
I know what you're gonna ask.
All right, Davo, start us off.
I have nothing to say about this season. I don't know what we're doing. Why would you do that? I have nothing to say about this season. Seriously?
Okay, I passed
Yeah.
it. Pass it to me.
Yeah.
What else? Not one thing to mention?
No.
Fine. You stop.
Yeah. Do it again. Just rewind it. It's
I'm
fine.
rewinding it. Don't worry about
Made
it.
the sound.
By the way, it would have been unbelievable if you brought Prey on for that segment. That would have been unbelievable.
See, if this was like first season, we would have played some Biggie music on the phone right next to the microphone.
Been there like this.
Okay, this is my coach. Well,
This is it.
But I want to publicly say we love.
Did you just say gag and suck at PJ's joke at the same time?
Pause.
I did.
He
Just
definitely
be
got
clear,
it.
I just wanted to make sure that we knew we were on the same page with that one. That's my department.
You rub it off on me.
One could only hope. There it is.
All right. So,
Woo! All right, boys. Good stuff. Oh wow, what an episode. By the way,
it's
no, listen, I'm 9. That'll be like a 22-minute episode.
By the way, like
I'm cutting everything out.
I would have had a real question.
football, not like when on the field and